Bismillah, alhamdulillah. It's time for the evening feed. We've had rain off and on. In fair weather, the goats would actually be out foraging. But with the rain, we'll go ahead and feed them in the paddock. Some orchard grass hay here. Each of these is called a flake, so we'll give them 2 flakes for dinner. And it's also time for AD's dinner. That's our Anatolian Shepherd. He spends his day looking after the goats. Good evening, fellows. We had to recently run an electric wire, what you call a hot wire, because AD has been trying to get out. So you can see that wire right here. The animals are starting to learn that they need to be careful. But sometimes temptation will get the better of them. I think Patches just got zapped. So what we're going to do, we're going to step over this wire. And we're going to deliver their hay. Now, that wire was thrown up in a hurry on account of AD escaping, and so we haven't had a chance to make allowances for the gate. We'll be doing that this weekend. We're expecting drier weather. Here you go, guys. Now we got to do 2 flakes. 1 flake here, and I'll set up another flake elsewhere, because the alpha goat, which is Trouble right here, will kick off the other goats that she's not related to, and then they won't be able to eat. So we got to set up another flake for the subordinate goats to have their dinner. Yeah, so like I said, we had to throw up this wire in a hurry. AD was getting out. It's really kind of a difficult situation. Got it up before the rains came in. I'm going to give AD his food. But because of that, we can't really let the goats out, can't really take AD for a walk, not until we get this rewired so that it can open and close with the gate. So we'll be doing that project this weekend, inshallah, and hope to share how that goes. I have to mind it myself. I've been shocked by it a few times. It's not terribly painful. It's just kind of surprising, I guess. All right. So here they are. They've been kicked off. They're hungry now. You can see Trouble over there with her 2 kids. They've established that that's where they're going to be having their dinner, and nobody else is welcome to that party. So we've got this busted up old pallet here for Fleur and her kids. That's Fleur. Now here comes Trouble, deciding that she wants both, which is fine. They'll run around from flake to flake, everybody going wherever Trouble is not. I'm going to flip over these pails. We'll be putting pellets in them in the morning, and we're expecting more rain tonight. So I don't want those to get flooded. I'm going to check on their water. Hey buddy, I know you didn't eat all your food already. He was probably distracted by the noise. We actually tried to secure AD with this tire and cinder block. It's gotta be, I don't know, somewhere between 50 and 60 pounds at least. But he just dragged it all over the place and still got over the fence. Eat your food, buddy. He's still intact. Anatolian Shepherds aren't full grown for a couple of years, and he's I don't know, he's coming up on 16 months or so, something like that. Anyway, he'll be full grown by July of next year. And so I think part of jumping over the fence may be hormonal, because we really weren't having a problem before. We tried a few things. Of course, we have the wire fence here. We put barbed wire there, and again secured him with the tire to create a lot of drag, but he would still find his way between the barbed wire and the top of the wire fence. So for a while we improvised with some baling twine to just close that gap, so he would have to put his weight on the barbed wire if he wanted to go over. But that didn't work, so we got the hot wire here. Like I said, threw that up before the rains came in, and we'll clean it up, God willing, on the weekends. I stay here with AD as long as he's eating, because Trouble, being the alpha goat, will take his food as well, and he will not defend his food against her. An interesting thing about livestock guardian dogs, they see themselves as part of the flock, and they see themselves as having a protective role over the flock, but they do not see themselves as the leader of the flock. All right, buddy. Assalamu alaikum. You have a good night. Look out for these guys, okay? We'll see you in the morning, inshallah.